We can tell ourselves to have no expectations, but let's be honest, we always do. It's human nature to have them, but sometimes, in fact most of the time, these expectations sell us short. The expected simply pales in comparison to the unexpected. We've got to wonder why we cling to our expectations. The expected is just what keeps us steady, standing, still. The expected is just the beginning, but the unexpected, that is what changes our lives. I spent 5 weeks in South America working in Bolivia, Colombia, and Peru as an interpreter in various hospitals and clinics. In those 5 weeks, I saw hundreds of patients, and even though I was in 3 different countries, it was clear that there was a substantial lack of education in each one. In Peru, we saw mothers who would wrap their children in so many clothes and blankets that they would cause the very fever that prompted them to bring their child to the clinic in the first place. In the Amazon, several patients would simply not mention the fact that they had malaria because they didn't think it was relevant. And in Bolivia, patients who had been living with hernias for years had come to the clinic to be seen for the first time. During many of the consults, I would even have to explain why it was important to wash your hands and keep your body hydrated. In the clinic, when patients were waiting to be seen by doctors or waiting for their medication after their consult, they would learn about nutrition and the importance of a balanced diet. While we did the best we could educating the patients in the short amount of time that they were there, it was obvious that so much more needed to be taught. A wise man once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Up until now, I had never realized how true that was. In many cases, if the patients had known or understood the importance of hygiene and sanitation, they could have either prevented the sickness for which they came to the clinic, or would know that they did not need to come to the clinic because they had something that could easily be treated at home. Nothing has ever before given me a greater appreciation or a greater respect for the education I have received. From the beginning, we have expectations. Expectations of where we will go, what we will do, and the differences we will make. When I reflect on my time in South America, I think back to when I observed the birth of a child in Bolivia. While giving birth is not always the most pleasant thing, it is, at the same time, something incredible, something unpredictable, something worth loving, something worth missing, and it was something that changed my life forever.